Good morning, everyone, and as you can see, Mary has woken up and has found her Easter basket. It's a big day ahead, and I need to get my hot cross buns out and start getting them to rise. Okay, here they are. I actually made this dough last night, and I am baking it today. I didn't want to make it all this morning fresh because I don't have time in my life like that. So what I did is I made the dough ahead of time, sat it in the fridge, and it still rises in the fridge. And I brought it out, rolled the rolls, and now I'm letting them rise for the second time, and then I'll bake them off. It's super early because Mary lately has decided that she wants to wake up super freaking early. But that's okay. I mean, that's kids for you, but... And I need to get ready for the day, so let me do that. Okay, that is much better. I am all ready for the day. We don't have much planned for today, actually, but I am not sure what's going to be happening. We do have an Easter egg hunt planned, but it's not until a little bit later this morning. We're going to eat breakfast, of course, after I cook the buns and everything. And then we shall head over to the in-laws. We're not going to spend too much time there because that's not the whole reason for going. We're going to go there to actually have the Easter egg hunt. And with the Easter egg hunt, they have a nice little grassy area, and grassy areas in Japan are hard to find and are very few in between, unless you live out in the super countryside, and you might be able to find one a lot easier. But here in Yokohama or Tokyo or the big cities, it's not so easy to find unless you want to go on somebody's personal property, and yeah, I'm not doing that. So we're going to use their apartment complex as a little grassy area and have a little Easter egg hunt. So we're going to eat breakfast, and after that we'll head over. So see you in a little bit. I can't even really put the cross on it because I forgot that I don't have icing sugar, and I need that to make the little icing like plus cross sign on it. Yeah, but it's still gonna taste good even without it. So yeah, yum yum yum, let's eat. Okay guys, I have our eggs all set up. I'm not sure if you can quite see them all here, but I'm excited and I can't wait for Mary to try and look for the eggs. Yay! In the bag. Put it in here. Ready? Coco. Ready? Coco.
Ready? Coco. Ready, go ahead.
Yay! All finished, Mary. Let's go count how many eggs. Let's go.
오, 초코. 너 같이.
이거
같이.
오픈. 소스.
빠지. 오, 맛있다.
오,
아우, 진짜.
딱.
오,
딱. Ta-da.
Okay, we are finally back home, and I think Mary really needs to take a nap. She's become really fussy, and yeah, so I'm gonna put her down for a nap, and then after that, I'm not sure what I'll do. I might start prepping for dinner. It's a little early, but I'm making a special bread tonight with dinner, and that needs time to rise, and I have to shape it, and then it has to rise again, all that fun stuff. So I need to get on that. But other than that, I think everything is pretty good to go. The bread I chose to do is an Italian Easter bread, and I really just wanted to try it because it looks really cool, and yeah, I don't have anything really fancy planned for dinner, so I'm like, this can be like the centerpiece. Why not, right? Because I'm just making some baked chicken with vegetables and then the bread, of course. But I'll put links down below of everything that I'm doing. So like the hot cross buns recipe, I'll put that down below. And I'll put the Italian Easter bread down below as well. So yeah. I'm now going to add my warm milk to my sugar. Now I'm just going to let that sit for like a minute just to let the milk not be so burning hot. I kind of heated it too long. It shouldn't be this hot. You should only be able to, you should be able to touch it and not remove your finger. If you have to remove your finger because it's too hot, your yeast will die because your finger just died. Logic, right? Now that my yeast has done blooming, I'm going to give it a quick stir and kind of break it up a little bit. And I am now going to add my flour. I'm going to add 4 cups of flour to this, which is actually still quite a bit of flour for me here in Japan. Not because of the amount of flour, but just because of how much bread 4 cups of flour is actually going to make. Yeah, it's actually quite a bit of bread. This is half the recipe. Mary has decided to join me here as she eats her little snack. But yeah. Since I do not have an electric mixer, I do use a knife. Yeah, you might think, why a knife? Because it's kind of like a blade on an electric mixer is just kind of doing this motion over and over and over again. So that's kind of what I do with my doughs that I make. And I just continue and continue. I'm just going to kind of incorporate this right now, and then I'm going to add some more ingredients. Now, you gotta be prepared to get messy. And I mean, yeah. It's a very messy thing, making bread, by hand especially. If you have a stand mixer, by all means, use it. I wish I had a stand mixer, but I don't. So I have to do everything by hand, unless I can use my hand, my like hand beater. But bread, you can't do that with. Definitely not. You have to do it by hand. But I have actually added quite a bit of flour to this. It calls for 8 cups for the whole recipe. So I reduced it to 4, half. But I've added probably a good cup and a half, almost 2 cups more to even get to this consistency, and this is still not the right consistency. I still need more flour. So it really depends on where you live and what kind of flour you use too. So be aware of that. Okay, once you've got it so that you can almost pull it completely out of the bowl without it sticking to the sides of the bowl, even if it's like this, it's the right consistency. You don't really want to add more flour at this point because like it's coming off of my hands. So you just have to like literally pull it off and it will come off and it won't leave that much stickiness behind, which is what you want. So this is what my dough looks like. It, like when I touch it, it doesn't leave anything on my hands, but it's still super soft. This is the way you want your dough. And I'm just going to cover this with some saran wrap, like so. And I'm actually going to pull it straight across. I'm not going to let it touch because the way the dough will rise, it will rise a lot. And my dough is rising now. I am so happy that it is out of the way. Yeah. I was worried I wasn't going to have enough time, but I'm all good. And the only warm place in my house right now is the living room, and it's literally on my desk here out of Mary's reach because she will totally ruin it. She will spill it all over the floor, do something that I really don't like, so I just put it out of the way. But my living room is the only warm place, so that's where I have it. Okay, my dough has doubled in size. Look at this. That turned out perfect. Now I gotta take this off. Yes. I will be cutting this into thirds so that I can braid it. I'm gonna make some nice long Now I'm going to move it on to here so that I can make this, like this. Okay. They are raw still, but you just kind of nestle them in here, like this. And let it continue to rise. Okay guys, my bread is ready to go into the oven. I just need to brush some egg wash on it and it's all good to go. I'll probably bake it for about 30 to 40 minutes. But yeah, and it's all done. Yay! Okay, my bread is finally finished. Oh my gosh, guys. You've got to see this. Look how massive this is. Look, this is my hand. Like, it's like 4 hands all together. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know who would need this much bread unless you have like a banquet you're doing. Because this recipe is for 2 of these loaves. Yeah, massive, aren't I right? Holy cow. Well guys, it is time for us to eat dinner, and yeah, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!